Another Brad Pitt movie with him killing Nazis? I'm in. Alright guys, today I'm going to be reviewing Fury. It's another World War II movie, but it's definitely different than the ones we've seen in the past, as this one basically just follows around a tank and the 5 crew members starring Brad Pitt, Shia LaBeouf, Logan Lerman, Michael Pena, and Shane from The Walking Dead. I'm going to start off by saying that the performances in this film were absolutely fantastic all around the board. There was no weak link, and Shia LaBeouf really stood out for me in this film. This guy can act. Say what you want about his personal life, say what you want about Transformers, we're going to blame that on Michael Bay. This guy can act. I can definitely see him in like 10 years becoming like the next Joaquin Phoenix, picking those type of roles and just owning them. He really surprised me in this. Now, I really can't say too much about the plot because there really isn't one in this film except for the fact that they're at war and they must survive. There's no subplots and there's not even any major character developments except for Logan's character, who plays a young guy that gets thrown into Brad Pitt's group with the Fury, and they give him a really hard time. They break him in. He's like a war virgin. He's never killed anybody before. So you definitely see him grow from like a coward to a Nazi killing machine, but that's really all you get to know of these characters. The other guys are basically dicks. Seriously, this guy is one of the biggest pricks I have ever seen in cinema history. Think about the biggest douchebag you know from high school, had sex with a Jersey Shore douche, had an orgy with guys that pop their collars too much, times that by 100, and you still don't get how much of a dick he is. And the worst part about it is, none of his boys ever said anything to him. They kind of laughed at what he was doing to Logan. He did some like, if it was me, I just would have turned around and shot him in the face. It was that bad. I'm not joking when I say it. You really can't root for anyone in this film except for the new guy and maybe Shia LaBeouf's character, as he doesn't do as much douchey shit. And that's where some people may have a problem with this film, because if you don't like anyone, you don't care if they live or die. In fact, you might actually want some of them to step on a mine or get shot in the head just so they can stop the madness. But that's what I really liked about this film, and it's a testament to how good the acting was in this, that these are realistic characters. These guys have been through hell and back. They're a tight-knit group. You've got a new guy coming in on their territory, slowing them down. They've been through hell and back. They've killed hundreds of people. They're desensitized from all the killing. They're on edge. They're in a hot, sweaty tank. They're not going to be singing and having go-lucky stories and everything else. They're at war. And that's what I loved about it. It was realistic. Now, during the second act, this movie comes to a halt action-wise. There's none for about 20 minutes. There's a scene between 2 women and the guys. There's some humor that happens here. You get to hear a great war story. There's some really good dialogue. The acting is fantastic. Some people may find this boring. In fact, a couple people got out of their seats. Looks to be like 15, 16-year-old guys to go get popcorn or take a piss. And they going fucked up. They're probably like, oh my God, this is boring. I want to see tanks blow shit up. Well, you get that. Literally, the moment the movie starts, you're thrown into war and leading up to this point. So it was nice to get a small break. I don't want to watch 2 hours and 15 minutes of just mindless killing. I want to get to know these characters, and I want to see these great actors, you know, do their craft, and that's act, and that's what we got. I really enjoyed this scene for about 20 minutes, and then we got to another hour of action. If you can't tell already, I love this movie. No pun when I say this. I had a blast watching this film. The acting was great. The writing was great. The action was great. There was this beautiful wide aerial shot at the end of the film that kept me glued to my seat the moment the credits rolled. I love this film. I'm going big when I say this. I'm giving this a rating of over 9! Woo! I had a good time in the theater. What did you guys think about this film? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are you gonna go check it out? What's your favorite World War II movie? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button, subscribe, and of course, stay Bouse.